Going live. We are live. We are on our April edition of the GEG Innovation Challenge. This month we are featuring Christopher Evans, and he's doing Google Drawings and how you can use them for badging. I'm Christy Fenwald. Sorry, tonight I am just a face. I'm one of the leaders of GEG CENTX, and I'm happy to be here. And I will let Casey take it next.
Hey, I'm Casey Bell, representing the North Texas GEG. I am co-leaders with our friend who is muted over there, Ann Witherspoon. She might get, yeah, there she's giving us a wave. So we're really excited to continue these innovation challenges and see what Chris has in store for us tonight.
All right, and with that, we'll let Chris introduce himself, and we will begin our challenge.
All right, thank you very much. I am Chris Evans. I am the Network Services Specialist for Community ISD, and I recently got my Google Trainer credentials, so I've been diving headfirst into everything Google. So we're going to take a look at how to use badges in your classroom and in professional development, and how you can use Google Drawings to create these badges. So I'm going to share my screen right here. Okay. So badges have been used for a long time for a number of things. They've been used for service personnel, of course. Everybody knows police badge, and firemen and other such service personnel have badges that to recognize them. We also scouting has been using badges for a long time. That's the scout badges. And recently, video games and social media have started using badges. These badges are from the game Pokemon. And then if you are an Xbox or a PlayStation user, as most of your students probably are, this is some custom achievements and trophies that I made. This is what they see when they unlock certain things as they progress through the game. And that's a big thing for kids, is earning these badges and making their way through the game and accomplishing all of these different tasks and these different challenges. So how are badges used nowadays? They're used for recognition. They can be used for encouragement, for mastery of skills, and present a student with a badge for each time they've mastered a skill. They can be used for promotion. If you look down here, my Google authorized trainer and my digital fluency badges that I use for promotional purposes. You can use them for praise. That's kind of the next step of the good job sticker or the stamp on a worksheet. They can be done for awards, and really anything else you can think of. Down here, this set of little badges down here is actually part of the Google administrator training course that I'm working through for my Google administrator certificate. And as you progress, you get these little badges down here. So they have all kinds of uses, not just in the classroom, for professional development as well. There are some websites available for creating and finding pre-made badges. Make Badges is a newer website. There are links to all of these websites at the very end of this presentation. Credly is a very popular badge creating website. You can create the badges and download them and use them for other things. Schoology has a badge builder in it where you can actually keep it kind of all in-house. And then you have Mozilla Open Badges. And these are all websites that anyone can access and create their badges and download them and share them in different ways. Well, what we're going to talk about today is using Google Drawings to create your own badges. And Google Drawings is one of the best Google apps that you're not using. It's hidden in the the additional apps section. When you click on the grid, you kind of have to dig for it, but it's there. So we're gonna jump ahead in the presentation, and we're just going to do a demonstration on exactly how you would go about creating a badge. Now, I do have to give credit to Alice Keeler, because she's the one that started this ball rolling for me. She had a wonderful blog post that I've linked at the end of this presentation, and there were a couple of other people that took her theories and her suggestions and ran with them as well. So we're going to go to Google Drive, and we're going to do a new drawing. So under the new button, and then we're going to go to More and select Google Drawings, and this is going to open up a new untitled drawing, just like any other Google Doc. It opens up a basic untitled document. And the first thing we want to do is we want to resize this document, because the base dimensions are way too big to be used as a badge for any purpose. Now, the size that you pick to resize your badge to can vary depending on what the method of distribution that you choose. And we'll talk about distribution a little bit more at the end. But if you're going to share this through digital content, through email or posting it online, you want to keep it small, big enough to read, but small enough where it's not going to be a huge file. So what is recommended is to resize it down to a 100 by 100 pixel image. So that's what we're going to do right now. So under File, we're going to go to Page Setup, and we're going to select Custom, so we can put in our own custom dimensions, and we're going to change this to pixels, and we're going to put in 100 pixels by 100 pixels. Okay, and it's going to shrink it down. Now, it doesn't really look like it shrunk it very much, because this is really zoomed in, so it's easier to work with. But this is going to be a 100 by 100 little image, almost like an avatar that will be very easy to share electronically. You can play around with the sizes with the different ways that you want to share these badges with whatever size works best for you. Now, one of the best things about Google Drawings is it has a number of built-in shapes that you can use. We do have some lines. We could make some line options here. You have lines and arrows, but what we want to look for is shapes, because that's what the badges are, essentially, are shapes. So we have different things we can do. These are all the different shapes that we have available. We have some arrows. We have callouts. And then we also have some equation markings, and all of these can actually be used nested within each other to create the badges. So if you want to make just a basic round badge, you could add another shape inside that round badge. So let's just start with a basic circle. So we're going to select the circle. Now, here's a tip. If you hold down Shift while you click and drag to make this image, because see, you're going to click and drag, and it's going to grow your image. Now, you're not making a full circle because you're not pulling it evenly. But if you hold down Shift while you do it, it makes it a uniform circle. So that's a really handy tip for you, is you can create a uniform circle or whatever shape. It will hold its dimensions if you hold down Shift. So I'm going to go ahead and move this and resize this to the complete box that we have. So there's our badge now, and of course we can change the color. We can change the fill color to green or whatever color, and we'll do a blue outline. So there's our base badge. You can fill this badge with anything. If you're going to fill it with text, you just double click and it'll open up a text cursor. I don't recommend doing a whole lot of text because these are very small. If you're going to do text, keep it simple to things like good job or awesome, things like that can be take up a lot of space on the badge, so when it shrinks down, it's going to be very easily read. And also pick a font that will look better when will look good and legible when it's shrunk down to its regular size. The options you have for filling this, of course, like I said, we can add another shape. We can put in a happy face or a heart or a lightning bolt, or we could actually insert an image. And if we want to insert an image, we can we can upload an image we already have. You can pull one from your Google Drive, or you can actually even do a search. And if you do a search, it will pull up a sidebar, and you can drag and drop your image directly onto your badge through doing a basic Google image search. So let's keep this simple for now, and we're going to add a shape, and let's add a lightning bolt. We're going to add a lightning bolt. So I'm going to draw my lightning bolt, and again, I can make it look all funky, or I can hold down Shift, and it'll be a uniform size. And you can move it around, you can resize it, you can rotate it however you want to. On the rotation, Shift works as well, and it will actually rotate it in 15-degree increments, so you can keep the rotation uniform as well. One of the great things about Google Drawings is it has built-in alignment tools. When you start moving it, that red line shows you that you are in the center horizontally. The red line going up and down shows you that you're centered vertically. That is a perfectly centered image now. And so these guidelines exist to help you place your images on your drawing. So we have our lightning bolt here, and we're going to make our lightning bolt yellow with the black outline and make it a little bit bigger. And that's it. We just created a badge. It's that simple. We can use this badge for anything. And again, if we didn't want the lightning bolt to be at an angle, we could make the lightning bolt straight up and down. So this is a quick and simple way to create custom badges for your students. You can also, again, use these for professional development. I've seen several people implementing these for awarding their teachers for self-paced professional development. Google Drawings has a lot of different tools built into it. You can make these as simple or as complicated as you want. I've barely scratched the surface of what Google Draw is really capable of doing. So I have all of these instructions mapped out here in the presentation. So now that we have made our badge, what are we going to do with our badge? There are a number of different ways that you can share these out. You can print them out. Avery makes a number of different types of paper that's already perforated. You can get sticker paper. You can get all kinds of different forms of paper where you can just print these out and put them on a poster board, display them in your room, however you want to do them. If you want to make giant badges and make full poster size and hang these badges up all over your classroom, that's one way you could do it. You could make stickers out of them and do your own custom great job stickers and things like that. You can email these out to your students where they can use them however they want, and you just email them out. If you want to email a badge to your students, you can share the badge through traditional sharing means of through Google Drive. Just get the shareable link and you can share it, and they can embed this into a website or whatever. Or if you want to email it out as a regular tangible file, you can always just download a hard copy, as it were, as a PNG or a JPEG file. I would recommend downloading them as a JPEG or a PNG file if you are going to share that with the students that way because it is a lot easier for them to display the badges that they've earned when you share it that way. You can display these on a Google site, and I'm actually working on I actually have a Google site sample that I have built to demonstrate that. I've used Awesome Tables. It's a Google Sites add-on to create a display much like a video game display where you import the badges into a spreadsheet and then it populates the spreadsheet or the website displaying all the badges that the students have earned. And we'll take a look at that here in a little bit. If you want to get hardcore about it, you could actually print these out and make buttons if you have access to a button maker. That is really like taking it to the next level. But that is an option for you as well. There are really unlimited ways that you can share these badges, and I've got some resources here that talk about different ways that they're using badges in the classroom. This is the original post right here from Alice Keeler. She's talking about how to make the badges. She has a couple of other follow-up articles right here that are about using them to gamify your classroom and gamifying your PD. I really like this one because she has taken the basic concept of creating these badges, but she's added this white dashed line around here, and it makes it look like a merit badge, and I think that's really cool. And all of this can be done through Google Drawings. It takes a little bit of work, but it can be done through Google Drawings. And there are a couple of other articles here of people who have taken what she started with just the awarding the badges to the students and have taken it to the next level, creating entire profiles for their students for mastering of concepts using standard-based grading. And the badge component, or the badge makers that I talked about at the beginning, the links are all right here. You have Open Badges, Credly, Make Badges, and a blog post from Schoology talking about how they've incorporated the badges into their system. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can find my my badge list real quick, and I think that's what I called it. Yes. Now this is still based on the template that was provided, so ignore these images that are about to pop up because they're actually built into the other. But you take the spreadsheet, and I'll show you the example spreadsheet. Or not. I'm not sure where I've stashed it. And I'm sorry, I'm not exactly sure where I've stashed it in my Google Drive. But this is all based on a spreadsheet, and this directory, it's just first name, last name fields, and you can fill in your class roster. This would be an avatar that the students can create on their own, or a picture if you want to use a student's picture. And then right here, I've just copied the picture, but these are the 3 badges that this student has earned, and they're at level 1 with the badges that they've earned. And you can customize this, and I have a link to this this spreadsheet as well. But you can have level 2, and this person is level 3, and it's a student directory, but it's also kind of their leaderboard, and they can display all the badges that they've earned in their class. And this looks very similar to what their gaming profile on their gaming machine would look like. So again, these are really handy for PD as well. If you've got your teachers trying to learn some new skills, and and they're doing some self-paced professional development, this is a really fun way for them to earn credit for what they're doing, and they can put them on their email, and they can display them and be proud of the work that they've done. So I made a couple little achievements down here for everyone watching that you've achieved learning about badges. So I highly recommend that you read through some of these links that I've posted. There's some really good information about how badges are being used in the classroom, and I would like to challenge everyone to give this a shot. It's almost May, so have a little fun at the end of the year and see if you can't get the student engagement back in these last few weeks by introducing these badges. Create a challenge, create achievements for them to reach, and award them these little badges. And you can make a set of badges in 30 minutes for an entire class, because you saw how quickly we made these, and the possibilities are endless with just the basic shapes that are provided through Google Drawings, and not to mention once you start searching for an image. So let's just search for a trophy, for example. I know I've done this search before. And there's a good looking trophy, so we're going to select that trophy, and there we go. We can get rid of our lightning bolt here, and here's our trophy for our badge. And there we go. We've made a nice, good-looking badge that's got a nice trophy in it. So I hope everyone enjoyed this demonstration, and I hope you learned something, and that you try to implement these into your classroom. I think especially elementary school kids will really get a kick out of displaying these badges and showing off the skills that they've mastered and the things that they've learned.
Thank you, Chris. I can say I loved the portion that you did there on the spreadsheets. I'm going to have to try that myself with some of our teachers and some of our high school kids. I can see a ton of benefits of that, not just badging, but also, you said, rosters. Very cool.
Yeah, gamification is getting so prevalent nowadays. This is the perfect add-on to that. It takes your gamification to another level and adds the award aspect of it. And this is already what the kids are seeing when they're doing their gaming, is these badges.
Well, Casey, do you have anything else to add?
No, awesome job, Chris. I hope that some people take you up on your challenge, and I hope to see people sharing what they learn in the community as well. So and Chris has set up some great models for us to share and to learn from. So thanks, Chris, for joining us, representing North Texas proudly.
Thank you. If you are going to the Google Summit at New Caney High School in a couple of weeks, I'm actually doing a full presentation on this, and I'll be doing a more in-depth demonstration of the spreadsheet leaderboard website that I showed here.
Oh, so for those of you that may have missed this or just catching this at the end, this is recorded. I'm going to be sending out a post shortly that'll give you all the links that you need. Like Chris mentioned, we really want you guys to take him up on his innovation challenge. Post back to that event page all the cool things that you're trying to do. Share out some of those badges that you've made. Share out some of the tester badges, any of that. And anyway, we look forward to next month. And don't be shy. Be like Chris and submit an idea to present. And that's it. Have a good night.